Hey guys, did you know that South African households pay 72% of their income towards debt? The US, that number is just over 50%, and in the UK, showing its worst year statistically in 30 years, the number is up to 20%. How to pay your debts off fast, up next. Hey guys, welcome back to Money Talks with me, Nabeel Khan, where we start a real conversation about money for you to build the right mindsets, habits, and education in your journey to financial freedom. So, the annoying thing about debt is the amount of money from your paycheck that goes towards paying off credit cards, loans, accounts, and leases. And if you can just focus on paying your debt off faster, not only are you going to save a ton of money in interest, but you're going to get to financial freedom a lot faster, because all those payments, once those debts are gone, can be allocated towards building up a lot of wealth. So before we get into the ways to pay off your debt fast, we first have to understand what debt is made up of, so that we can put a plan in place to get rid of it today. So the 4 things to know about debt are: how much debt you have, interest rate, time, and psychology. Now, the amount of debt that you have might seem like an obvious one, guys, but you'd be surprised how many people don't know how much debt they're in. And it makes sense, because it's a terrible thought. It's a hard thing emotionally to confront. But the reality is that you need to know, and it's okay to know. And if you find out that number, that is the first step towards owning your life and being debt-free. And honestly, if this is you, make some time, work out your total debt, breathe, you can do this. Now let's look at interest rate. Why is interest rate important? Well, here's what a high interest rate looks like. Let's say you book a holiday on your credit card which has an interest rate of 23%. You spend 30,000 Rand with the intention of paying it back over 10 months at 3,000 Rand a month. 30,000 Rand at 3,000 Rand a month will cost you 34,000 Rand and will be paid off in 12 months, even if you thought that was 10 months, simply because of the interest charged. And that's just in the same year, which leads me to, why is time important? Well, you might be thinking the lower the interest rate is, the cheaper the debt will be, and you can pay it off a little bit longer. But here's what time will do. Let's say you get an interest rate of 16% on that same 30,000 Rand, and this allows your repayments to be lower at 1,000 Rand a month. If the interest rate is all you're looking at and you think it will be cheaper, you are absolutely wrong. It will cost you 38,000 Rand total payment over 36 months, even with a lower interest rate, simply because of time and interest. Now, this answers a question from the comments about debt consolidation. You see, normally people consolidate debt or are offered to consolidate debt at a promised lower interest rate, but also a promised lower monthly installment. And if you just understand the concepts we just discussed, interest rate and time, you'll very quickly realize that this will actually cost you a lot more money over the time frame, and will make the institution a lot more money as well. Now, psychology is actually the most important one of them all, because human beings don't think in numbers. We can work out the numbers all we want, but it's just not in our nature. And so it will always come down to how badly you want to be debt-free, how badly you want to look at yourself today and say, hey, today's the day I'm going to make a plan to be debt-free. So let's get into it. How do you pay off your debt fast? Here are 2 ways. The first one is pay your debts off by highest interest rate first. So how you do that is you list debts from highest interest rate and mathematically pay off higher interest rates first. The second way to pay off your debts fast is by a strategy called the debt snowball method. And how that works, it's based on the principle of psychology and the motivation you get from paying your debts off one at a time and carrying on that momentum through all of your debts. How it works is, you pay off the smallest debts first aggressively. You keep your monthly repayments going on all the others at a minimum. And when the smallest debt is paid off, you use the payments of that one towards the next smallest debt. And as you pay them off, your payments from previous debts add up to pay off bigger debts faster, and it starts to snowball. Now, whichever method you choose, the most important thing is to start today, to take aggressive action in paying off your debts, because once they are gone, you've created a habit. You've got a habit of putting money somewhere every single month, and that habit is what's going to put you on the map to achieving your financial freedom and accumulating a large amount of savings or investments. Now, if you're really strapped for cash to allocate towards your debt repayments, personally, I've never been somebody to tell anyone to cut down on expenses or live a certain lifestyle. I've always been encouraging entrepreneurship or business ownership or starting a side hustle and earning extra money. And if that's where your mind is at, or if that's your current financial position, then here's a few ways to get an extra bit of money every single month. Sell things, your things, anything. How many things do we have lying around that we've bought and don't use? There are people out there that could use those things and pay money for them. Get creative and resourceful in your mission to pay off your debt. Perhaps it's not things, but skills that you might have, and you can freelance for an extra income or side business or find a side hustle. Anything that you can do to earn money in the time between your 8 to 5 job will help your situation and get you debt-free faster. Another example is get a roommate or share your living expenses. Rent is a large amount of our expenses each month, and if you can find relief in your expenses that way, the extra money can go a long way towards paying your debt faster. And guys, the bottom line here is only you can take control of your debt, and these aren't all the things or ideas to get your debt going or to get an extra income to squashing your debt, but the beauty is that there is an end to your debt, and it starts with understanding and it ends with action. And if financial freedom is honestly what you want, I say it all the time, guys, it's not just your journey to financial freedom, but your journey to understanding yourself and creating the right mindsets and habits so you can manage your money the right way that works for you so you can achieve your own freedom. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and it made sense to you, and understanding debt is the key to paying it off faster. And so I wish you pick one of those methods or any method you choose that works, but as long as you're on track to getting yourself debt free. And if you know someone that is in debt, please share this video and help as many people as possible. Guys, we're trying to build a community here where people can take action in their personal financial journey. So like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Click on the bell notification so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one.